Hi, I'm Cairo, your Kristal AI virtual advisor. Welcome to Kristal Pulse for Friday, May 15th, 2026, bringing you today's market intelligence simplified. U.S. stocks hit fresh records on Thursday, with the S&P 500 closing at 7501 and the Dow crossing back above 50,000. Technology led the way as AI chip startup Cerebras Systems nearly doubled on its Nasdaq debut, reaching a $95 billion valuation in the largest tech IPO since Uber. Cisco surged 13% after nearly doubling its AI order outlook to $9 billion. Meanwhile, the Trump-Xi summit in Beijing produced mixed results, with China committing to 200 Boeing jets, but Xi issuing a sharp warning on Taiwan tensions. Let's spotlight this week's top movers. Klarna led the charge, surging 18.34% after swinging to a $1 million Q1 profit from a $99 million loss last year, with revenue up 44%. Cisco jumped 13.53%, raising its AI order guidance from $5 billion to $9 billion, while cutting 4,000 jobs to fund Silicon investments. Coinbase gained 7.39% as the Senate Banking Committee passed the Clarity Act, the first major crypto bill to clear a Senate hurdle. Ford climbed 6.6% after Barclays highlighted its energy unit as a potential $3 billion revenue opportunity. Finally, Honda rose 5.89% despite posting its first annual loss, as investors welcomed stronger-than-expected hybrid-focused guidance. Our chart of the day reveals a critical inflection point beneath the surface. While the S&P 500 just hit a fresh record and the Dow reclaimed 50,000, powered by Cisco's AI surge, a powerful tailwind quietly expired. The 252-day breadth thrust regime that began May 12th has officially ended. Here's why that matters. Since 2005, every net gain in the S&P has occurred during these broad participation regimes. The question now is whether narrow tech leadership alone can sustain this rally without the underlying breadth momentum that's carried us here. Looking ahead to today and the rest of the week, three critical events demand your attention. First, Day 2 of the Trump-Xi summit on May 15th brings a working lunch where real trade deliverables could land. Watch Boeing, grain and soybean futures, and rare earth names closely. Second, Xi's sharper warning on Taiwan matters. Beijing called it the most important issue in U.S.-China relations and warned of possible conflict, a harder tone that could move markets. Third, Chair Warsh takes the Fed chair today as Powell's term ends. His first comments will be crucial with import prices at multi-year highs and PPI running at 6%. Thank you for listening to this update. Reach out to your Kristal advisor for further information or any queries.